Today I'll be speaking to an audience of teenagers who are my age. At some point, you probably have lost the desire to do something that you have done your entire life, whether it's with sports, art, or music. And many of you know what it's like to get it back. Or you may be someone who's trying to get it back but you don't know where to go yet. That's exactly how my journey was with dance, and today I will share my story with you. Hello, my name is Jaydyn Bradfield, and I will be telling you a story about how I lost my passion to dance and the journey I would pursue to find it again. Dancing was my passion before it became my burden. Now I'm trying to lighten the weight and fill it back with desire. At certain points in my life, I felt I would never get back into dance and had lost it forever. But I realized sometimes losing yourself can lead you on an inspiring journey to find it again. I started the 5th grade online, so I transitioned from in-person learning to a computer. There was no dance class, so I had to adjust with that. It was during quarantine, so my family and I were stuck inside the house. The dance team I was on was disbanded, so my friends and I couldn't practice together anymore. I didn't have much access to dance besides TikTok, which wasn't enough for me. During quarantine, I fell into a depression. I felt isolated. I couldn't see my friends, I couldn't leave home, I didn't want to dance anymore because I didn't see the point if we weren't allowed to go anywhere. I lost motivation to do everything, especially dance. I didn't have the burning desire or aching feeling to move anymore. I became more introverted and didn't want to come out of the shell that quarantine pushed me in. Once we came back into the building in 6th grade, I wasn't interested in dance anymore. Yet, I felt like a part of me was missing, and that loss weighed heavily on me, mentally and physically. All of my friends were joining our school's dance team or teams outside of school, but I was the only one who didn't feel like joining anything. However, seeing them perform, practicing together, carrying around their dance bags, and bonding over their team experience made me miss what I used to have. I envied their excitement and spirit because I used to have that all the time. All of the dance skills I had were gone. I couldn't do a split or a turn. The emotion I worked so hard to convey turned into a stiff and awkward movement. I felt like a broken robot whose machinery wasn't working like it used to. I had multiple opportunities to get back into dance. The head coach of the dance team constantly asked me to dance for her again. I refused. My parents tried to find studios for me to dance at. I asked them not to. My friends tried to invite me to competitions and open dances. I made excuses. It wasn't because I didn't want to dance anymore. I didn't remember how to. I couldn't remember how to try. The fire had died, and I was trying to accept that, despite how I felt. When I pushed myself back into dance, I finally felt like myself more than I had in years. The feeling was so freeing and refreshing. I loved that feeling, and I never wanted to let it go again. When I started 9th grade at Cedar Hill High School, I talked to myself into joining the Dance 1 class for freshmen. When we started dancing, it all came back to me so naturally. I slowly gained back my abilities and felt eager to learn new dance skills with every class. Then when we started doing shows, I knew I never wanted to leave this class. The exhilarating feeling of performing with everyone and having fun reminded me why I danced in the first place. In that dance class, I met other girls who loved dance like me. Even better, we all had similar stories. We all lost our passion for dance and were trying to get it back. It was comforting to know that I wasn't alone and I could embark on this journey with them. When we did our first choreography, I finally felt that feeling I thought I had lost. That freeing and aching feeling. It was back and I missed it more than I could have ever imagined. Even the smallest of movements filled me with joy. I was finally dancing again, letting my body float across the floor the way I longed for it to. It was back. I was back. In conclusion, I used to believe that I would never dance again. But as time passed on, I finally realized that the only thing holding me back was me. All I needed to do was step back onto the dance floor and I found myself again. The journey was challenging, but the destination made it worth the wait. I will always be a dancer. It just took a few bumps in the road for me to realize that.